thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Good Monday morning and welcome to the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Granted, I know a few things may have made this year a little less enjoyable than previous years, but around here I can think of 3 good things, other than food, fun, and fireworks, of course, that make not only the 4th of July, but any summer one worth sharing. 3 TV shows, 2 of them TV empires that we cover with great regularity. The Bachelor, Pretty Little Liars, and of course, Friends. Put them all together and what do you got? That's right, Perked-Up Roses Rosewood. Back again for the 10th season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise, which airs tonight on ABC. So I decided to get a little bit festive. However, on the onset, this issue of Us Weekly magazine from September 23rd, 2019 looks anything but festive. Not in the least. And the big story here, Felicity Huffman faces the judge. If you didn't know, Felicity Huffman was one of 2 high-profile celebrity defendants alongside Lori Loughlin, who stood to face accountability for their involvement in the Operation Varsity Blues college admissions scandal. We talked about it once before. I have no desire to go back down that route, just as I know that neither Felicity nor Lori wish to entangle themselves in any more black tape ever again. Besides, the real fireworks are inside. By the way, this was 99 cents from Unique Thrift Store in Patterson. To begin with, we're in the standard hot picks section. New York City, September 5th, the launch of Facebook dating. And giving each other a little bit of a smooch are lovebirds Wells Adams of Bachelor in Paradise, he was the bartender over there, and Sarah Hyland. You know, there's one thing that the Bachelor franchise knows how to do, is actually matchmake their alumni with folks outside of their own little universe. Sarah Hyland is, of course, of Modern Family and Geek Charming if you're of a certain era, and they're still going strong. And they didn't even meet on an app. Not to knock dating apps, even though I don't have one. In the stars, they're just like us section. Guess who's seen here shopping at Sephora, trying to buy a little touch-up. That's right, our beloved, as they say, ugly duckling, aka Goose, who's anything but ugly. If she was, she wouldn't be our beloved Pretty Little Liar Aria. That would be Lucy Hale, doing some retail therapy at Sephora while running errands. LA, September 3rd. I wonder what kind of makeup Aria would wear. Then again, you have 7 seasons to go over that expansive, and I imagine diverse palette. Eclectic, even. In the Hot Hollywood section, we have here a little shout out for John Cena and Nikki Bella. Even though the relationship wasn't built to last long, it lasted long enough for Cena to get acquainted with Grandmama Bella, or to be technical with you, Grandmama Garcia, and I don't know if that's right. The next person who dates Nikki Bella should take full note of that. Meeting the parents is important. Meeting the grandparents, more important, but less of a chore. Next up, getting into the groove. We have here the season 28 cast of Dancing with the Stars, and they all talk about the challenges they face on that coveted dance floor. 8 in all. Queer Eye's Karamo Brown, who is also host of his eponymous talk show. James Van Der Beek of Dawson's Creek, Players Go Up, What Up? Press Secretary Sean Spicer, of all people. Casting a wide net this year. And eventual winner, Hannah Brown, former Bachelorette and former beauty queen. Not only could she prove her worth on the dance floor and win the Mirror Ball trophy, but she could also handle a lot of grit, having won Season 1 of Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. The only thing left for her to do is apply to be on Celebrity Jeopardy. That's the ultimate brain game. You could say that this issue is definitely a bit Bachelor forward because in the immediate next page, we have here this Hollywood fave closet staple style section. Wavy Brooks' universally flattering, effortlessly chic, elevated essentials. These are all the dresses as part of Wavy Brooks' line. Modeling one of them is Rachel Lindsay, another former Bachelorette. I gotta say, the women of the Bachelor franchise do have some as a style, and hopefully they have a deep pocketbook to accommodate that style. This Lauren dress costs $395. If it was up to me, I've launched a YouTube series called Thrift Shop Date, taking any and all Bachelor alumni, and of course any other celebrities other than that I like, on a thrift shopping date to shop for clothes, maybe grab a bite. It would be akin to Amelia de Modenburg's chicken shop date, but less expensive, hopefully. Next up, in the Us Must section, we have some stream queens here. Two of them deserve special mention. From the morning show, Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. You know, just as 7 times out of 10 on Perked-Up R&R and on our baseline show before that, Roses and Rosewood, when we talked to Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars, you would see Lucy Hale in any of these magazines. Jennifer Aniston represents 7 or 8 out of 10 times that anyone representing Friends is featured in these videos. I have no problem with that. I like Rachel, but we all know that she goes far beyond Rachel. Way far beyond. I just wish the Television Academy would recognize that too. Anyway, on this week is The Masked Singer, Unbelievable, Dancing with the Stars, as we already said, and Bachelor in Paradise. Which couples will get engaged and who'll decide to go their separate ways? Season 6 of The Bachelor spinoff comes to an end with a dramatic reunion special. Which reminds me, maybe on the next season of Metro PCS's Nada Yada Island, they should cast some proper Bachelor alumni. That's the little reality show satire where everybody spills the tea about their ex-wireless carrier. It's pretty funny. Even though I haven't watched the episodes, I only see the trailer. Now we're gonna go out of our comfort zone and pay a visit to one of the judges of Freevy's Tribunal Justice, formerly of Hotbeds, both shows created by the Judge Judy. This is Judge Tanya Acker, sharing 25 things you probably don't know about her. A few key points: she could eat sushi every day. Her athletic pipe dream was to be a competitive horseback rider. She loves The Handmaid's Tale to the point where she has weird dreams afterwards. Disneyland is one of her favorite places in the world. Well, welcome to the club. And she's a karaoke master when it comes to 1980s bits. Is it just me, or was the trio of Judge Tanya Acker, alongside fellow judges Patricia Domingo and Michael Corriero, the trio of hotbeds for me, especially in the COVID era with no live audience? I've been binging a lot of clips from that show on that channel. We both like hotbeds, my mother and I. She is definitely an eloquent, well-spoken, and feisty judge. You don't want to cross her. You don't want to cross any of them, really. She and fellow Judge Patricia Domingo are now on Tribunal Justice, and pretty soon they'll be taking out a new court show on Phoebe but Judge Judy. It's called Justice on Trial, reenactments of famous cases that probably got the verdict sworn. If you start to wear her or any other judge thin when it comes to Judge Judy's court programs other than her own, you might water them down to the point where Byron Allen will come calling for Entertainment Studios or Allen Media Group, and then they'll become nothing more than judges that just blend in with the crowd. Look what happened to Judge Marilyn Milian of the People's Court, Judge Greg Mathis of Judge Mathis, Judge Karen Mills Francis of Supreme Justice, formerly Judge Karen. Hey, Byron Allen, knock it off with these judges. Let them woo as their own nature intended. Speaking of which, my ruling for this being a little more Bachelor forward than need be, 4.5 out of 5 claps. But it's still a solid issue of Us Weekly. We'll check it out. Anyway, we'll take a brief recess and show you what's on tap for later tonight. And looking every bit as lovely and lovable and loverly and all the love, all the feels, as the youngsters would say. She just makes my heart melt. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.